Hello and welcome. Today is May 7th, 2024, which is actually the day of the Taurus new moon. The Taurus is going to be full. We're going to have a full moon in Taurus starting at 11 something this evening. So welcome to our online community ceremony. For those of you that are here live and those of you that do the recording, I so appreciate that you do this work in the world. My name is Judy Keating, and I get to work with Bonnie Salomon in our organization called Wise Transformation, and our motto is Opening to Soul's Alignment. However, we are two women intent on bringing elemental wisdom and feminine magic back into everyday life. And in today's call, I'm going to spend a little time explaining one upcoming event that we have in June, and then we'll call in Sacred Space. We'll talk about the timing. We'll get some ceremonial guidance, and we'll be here about an hour or so, maybe a little less. We have a brand new class that we are offering called Life Purpose Mastery. And Life Purpose Mastery harmonizes your inner archetypes, unveils your path, unleashes your potential, and it is a journey. It's a class that's going to be 6 weeks long. There's going to be 2 classes a week, so it'll be 12 modules. And this is the precursor to becoming certified to be a life purpose mastery facilitator. So this is a class that you take and you go on your life purpose mastery journey. And then there'll be another class later this year where you can train to be a facilitator of this work, and you'll learn how to do it both in person and online. So you'll have a lot of great information to work with. I'll give you just a little bit more information about the program. Through the program and unleashing your potential through the archetypes that you have on the inner, you discover your authentic self. You have decision-making clarity, you get to align your life, and you get to develop a resilient mindset because you cultivate emotional and spiritual resilience to navigate the ebbs and flows of life with grace and steadfastness, because you get all of your different parts of you on board and working together. Additionally, you learn about empowered manifestation, how to harness each of the astrological archetypes' power, whether you have it in your chart or not, how to navigate life's challenges, how to connect deeply with your soul's purpose, and how you can use this as a transformative application in every area of your life. So Life Purpose Mastery starts on June 10th. It's going to be a Monday, Wednesday proposition, midday, 12 to 1:15 for 6 weeks. And all the details for Life Purpose Mastery are on the front page of wisetransformation.com. We have made this class very, very affordable at $222 total. And we want as many people to embrace their astrological archetypes as possible. Both men and women can attend if they want. This is taking the work that we do with the new and full moons to a whole new level and understanding very much about how the archetypes work for you. So with that, thank you for letting me take a little extra time to explain this new class we're very excited about, because we're excited to be able to offer some additional facilitation tools to the beautiful women and men in our community that want to facilitate this kind of work in the world. So we're going to open to the living field of creation. We're going to center by focusing on your solar plexus today. Since we're in a full moon, we want to just alight our inner sun. So just imagine that there's warm pulsing energy right at your solar plexus. And that warm pulsing energy, like fire, so we welcome fire, your own personal sun. And we just ask that your own personal sun illuminates what's true for you today and gives you the guidance you need through showing you the light. And we call upon the earth, since we're in a Taurus full moon and a Taurus sun. We just call on the beauty of the earth to infuse us with that harmonization of order and organization and chaos combined that is beauty. Things that really can appear random are actually very, very beautiful in their structure and form. So we thank Earth. And we call upon the water element for rejuvenation today and for the ability to play. And spirit, the divine in each one of us that is expressed so uniquely through the archetypes and so much more. We just have such gratitude for spirit, and we just ask that we have more grace and trust in our own process, in our own path, and the way that we are wired through spirit. And so it is. So when we have a new moon, the sun and the moon are aligned in the same archetype, and it's the start of a growing phase. So this is a great time to plant seeds for things that you want to grow, especially at this Taurus time, because you can see growth. If you walk outside, we live in the Southeast United States, and if you walk outside right now, everything is green, everything is blooming. The beauty, if you just stop and take it all in, it really is incredibly impactful. But you want to use this time to ponder, what is beauty to you? And how can you incorporate more appreciation, more pleasure in being in a human body for yourself during this new moon in Taurus with the sun in Taurus? With this Taurus new moon and sun, we have the ability to become more embodied and grounded in our bodies, bringing heaven to earth. We really get the blessing of having a human body and getting to experience the earthly pleasures through our senses and through our body is really a miracle that we sometimes overlook. And I just want to invite that energy, the miracle of each one of us today. So Taurus is an earth sign, and Taurus has its own time zone, meaning that when you are in your body and you are fully present in the here and now, time stops and ceases to matter. Because Taurus teaches the value of enjoying the earthly realm of matter. It delights in all things that looks beautiful, tastes delicious, and feels pleasurable. It loves receiving all the exquisite things and gratifications the physical realm has to offer. It also knows how to take solid steps to fulfill its desires for possessions, wealth, and security. It connects to the divine when it savors and enjoys intimacy through the body and senses. So you just want to be aware of that. So we're going to use the Elemental Forces of Creation Oracle, created by Lisa Michaels, as a guide today about how can we bring more appreciation of the beauty that is our planet, the beauty that is us, into our life at this time to infuse us with an upgrade of energy. So you want to decide first, what are you working on? What do you want to focus on in this new moon? And what are some things that you want to bring to fruition, or that you want to plant seeds for, or that you are looking for guidance on around making happen in your life? So I'll put a little music on and we'll discern what we're going to focus on. You can just give me a thumbs up when you have your, oh, I thought so. Okay. And if you're listening to the recording and you need more time, just hit pause. But you want to have something specifically that you're looking for guidance on today. So we're going to start with Earth, and I wanted to tell you just a little bit more about Earth today, fill in the gaps maybe. But first, Earth is a physical realm. It is our sacred container, both as a home and in our bodies. It's about honoring our body's wisdom and building foundations and learning to align with the rhythms and cycles, which is part of the reason we do these calls. And Earth's primary power is the power to stand on your own. And even though you are individuated in a human body, it doesn't mean that you have to do everything by yourself or do it alone. But we do have the unique power to stand individuated on our own in our body. And that's a sacred thing. So these are just some high points about Earth. And the next thing I'm going to do is show you some oracle cards. And based on what you've decided to focus on, see which ones you want to pay attention to at this time. Oops, sorry about that. A little fast. There we go. Let's see. I'm looking for mine too. Okay. Hopefully you have found a card. But again, if you're listening to the recording, you can just hit pause here. And you may have picked more than one. But these cards are used for guidance with your whatever you're working on. And I come up with a question each time we do this for each of the elements. But if the question I ask doesn't apply or feels like you want to ask something else, then ask your own question. Use your power to stand on your own. So because we are in this time of sensuousness and beauty and aesthetics, it seemed important to really tune in what sense, sounds, sights, tastes, touch give you pleasure. Everybody's different, everybody's unique, but just take a moment and really think about the kinds of things that you really revel in with your senses. I wanted to mention the more that you focus on those things that bring you pleasure, the more your vibration expands and elevates. So this is a great time to do that with all the beauty all around us and the fresh fruit, those kinds of things. And bringing more of that into your life right now, taking time to really enjoy. Being in your body through your senses. So that's our message from Earth today. When we move on to water, water is the emotional realm. It's all about our feeling guidance. If we can tap into our feeling guidance, we can develop emotional maturity and learn tools to keep our emotional environment clear, clean, and current. And current in this case has two meanings. Current meaning we want to keep it moving, but current we want to keep it in present day. When we're living in our emotions in the past or even in the future, we are not able to respond instead of react. And water's primary power is the power of love, and that includes self-love. So just tap into your emotional water today. And you can use these cards as maybe partners with you on the journey of what you want to focus on for your intention for the full moon, new moon. Beautiful. Okay. So Earth is all about doing things step by step. So I wanted to bring some planning into the water realm today. What can you plan that makes you happy whenever you think about it? You know, I think part of going on a vacation is the planning of it, because we imagine all the fun things we're going to be doing and we pack for it and we plan. So that's just an example. But what can you plan that makes you happy whenever you think about it today? Could be anything at all, big or small. If that question doesn't resonate, just ask water what you want to know about it. If for any reason you couldn't think of anything, I just want to say it doesn't have to be anything big, be something small. It could be just doing something for yourself this weekend. Okay. But we want to instill happiness right now. So, what can you plan that makes you happy? Hopefully, you got an answer, or you got an answer to what you needed to know from water as we proceed to air. So, air is about your mental realm and setting your vibrational tone. It's where we envision for our life, and it's where we have whole brain integration. When we use both our right brain to imagine, to envision, to create, and we use our left brain to plan and to organize and to see patterns and to understand how things go together, that's in the air realm. And it's all about the power of intention as the primary power. So when we look at the air realm, these cards are here to help with the mental realm. Beautiful. Okay. So our minds get so full of things that we have to do, problems we have to solve. The question for today is, what daydream brings you aliveness? What is it that you wish you could do? What's a daydream that brings aliveness for you? That's our question to ponder. Coach Greta, it's so great to see you here. And
How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for joining us. We're,
Yes,
go ahead.
I was going to say I just happened to open my email and see it. I'm in the library, so I can't talk.
Okay. We won't.
Okay.
All right. So we're finishing up in the air realm. And hopefully you got a really fun answer. Give yourself permission to daydream big. Daydream big at this time. Let your mind wander. And now we're going to move on to fire. And the fire realm is all about taking action, and especially action on your own behalf. And it's all about your passion and your life force and energizing your desires and invite and allow transformation. And it's illumination on the inner and the outer. Taking time for your own inner fire stoking. And it is one of the primary powers for fire is power of action. Taking action. So with that, we're going to look at the fire cards in the Elemental Forces of Creation deck and just see if there's any of these cards that align with what intention you'd like to set for the new moon. Just notice which words pop out for you. And know that you can communicate with the cards as much as they communicate with you. Just a little extra time here. And with all the elements, we always invite you to have a conversation with them, but just to move us through the elements, I come up with a question each time for an element. And as we're in the later days of spring, we've passed that midpoint between the spring equinox headed towards the summer solstice. Now is a great time to recharge your energy. So how can you recharge your energy? And if that question doesn't align for you, then just ask fire what it wants you to know right now as you set your intentions for the new moon. right, hopefully you got an answer. Putting this in the cauldron, we've now moved through earth, water, air, and fire. And finally, we're going to move to spirit. And spirit is all about connection to your essence. And we get our desire from spirit, meaning that those things that we yearn for, those things that we want to create, those desires come from spirit. And our expression in the world is an ever expanding cycle. It's where we divine inner wisdom. And the primary power is the power of choice. And what we choose and how we choose it is so vital to amplifying our relationship with spirit. So we're going to look at some spirit cards now. You can pick more than one as you set your intentions. How can spirit help you? Okay. So now we've gotten a card from each element, and we're going to focus on spirit and ask spirit's guidance. So because of this beautiful Taurus time, what message does spirit have for you in regard to bringing heaven to earth? And I want it to be for you specifically. Heaven to earth, so you can experience that for you. So I'm just going to move the slide and we'll keep going. But basically, when you look at it and you got messages from whatever elements you were here for, when you put them together in a unified field, what is the message? What's the overall impression in terms of guidance that you got in relation to what it is you're working on for the new moon? What intentions do you want to set, and how have the elements given you some guidance in a unified way? I hope you got some really juicy, juicy guidance in this Taurus new moon and sun. It really is amazing when we use our focus and our heart to create powerful intentions in this powerful time. I so appreciate everyone in our community who takes time to do this work, whether live or on the recording. So next time we're going to be meeting at the Sagittarius full moon, and it'll be Wednesday, May 22nd at 2 p.m. Is there anything anyone would like to share in the chat that they got out of the experience today? And it's okay if you didn't. Aw, Coach Greta, you're welcome. She says, thank you so much, Judy. You are the best. Takes one to know one, Coach Greta.
Thank you, Miss Judy.
Have a great day, ladies.
You too. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you so much. It's wonderful.
So glad. Hope to get to see you soon, my dear.
Yes, I'll be on the next one. I didn't know you were doing these, but I'll be on the next one.
Wonderful. Thank you. Bye for now.
Okay, bye for now.